2015.
2015,
Yeah.
okay.
So Newman Chiropractic was 2015. I started at Active Life Chiropractic, where we're going now, in 2009. And then when I graduated, I got an associate position in Newburyport. And this practice was primarily like children and moms, pregnant women. So I thought I was always going to treat like student athletes. And when I got to chiropractic school, I still played like the club sports there, and I always thought I was going to treat athletes just like I was an athlete and saw improvement with my performance. And then I ended up getting this job, the only job available in Newburyport, and it was all pregnant moms and babies. Exact same thing. And I didn't even have any kids at the time. I'm petrified of when our guys are going to be student athletes, because the overall like insecurity in that age range, which allows these kids to just be like fall victim to the overlifting, over competing. It's so toxic. For a good portion of the disc herniation patients that I treat to be high schoolers, I mean, that's sad. It shouldn't be that way. I mean, there's no way that the demographic of disc herniation people is student athletes and then 60-year-olds, right? That's nuts. It makes no sense. That just goes to show how you've got two portions of the population that are doing activities and engaging in activities that their body isn't capable of handling. So you've got 16-year-olds who are performing activities and lifting techniques and lifting heavier weights and stuff that they are unable to do and that they are ill-equipped to lift. Then you get to like 30s, 40s, 50s, who most of them are kind of like, well, I kind of did my lifting, I'm just going to raise my families, and I'm going to be relatively sedentary. They don't come in with it as much. But then you get to the 60-year-olds who have been sitting for so long and inactive for a good period of time that when they try to go do more things, they end up having it as well. Like, you can have a out of shape, unhealthy student in there, and then they'll lift like 200 pounds and they'll be seen by their peers at school, you know, so it's very easy to get to that status. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
What are you benching nowadays, Maureen? 350?
Me? Sweet potato shredding.
She shreds in the
That's
morning.
how I get my workout. Pans out of the oven.
Well, the more and more I think about it, with my own injury, I realize just how impactful my own conscious like understanding of the form was. I feel like it's such a finite shift in terms of you turning on particular muscles, feeling stable in particular muscles, them all coordinating together, that I just think that it's a very intrinsic thing that people have to develop on their own. You were talking about this, what, the other day, Maureen?
Yeah.
So, in terms of longevity, in the research that, like, what's that?
The longevity paradox.
The longevity paradox, your longevity solution,
Yep.
and the Blue Zones guys, Dan Buechner, a lot of this longevity and life, like how long someone will live, is based off of, I was telling a patient about this the other day, but cellular metabolism. So how often your cells are reproducing and keeping that at a healthy rate. So you shouldn't always be taxing your body with like heavy weight, always challenging yourself. Like that should be done at particular time frames of the year, particular time frames of your life, and it shouldn't be happening every single day. I don't know if I made a video about this yet, but there was a good example of me in Rhode Island when I was throwing the kids over the waves, and I woke up the next day and my arms were wicked sore. Beforehand, I was like, wow, my biceps were really getting small compared to what they used to be. I'm like, I don't really care. So I was throwing the kids over the waves, and then all of a sudden I'm thinking, man, my biceps are probably going to be sore because they aren't that strong. So next day they were real sore. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I could go to the gym and do bicep curls without my family, or I could throw my kids over the waves and play with them more frequently, and I would accomplish the same thing, right? Because when you go to the gym, you are essentially anytime you're doing curls, you've got two options. You're either doing curls to get your arms bigger to show off to society how good your arms are, or you're doing curls to prepare yourself to do some lifting that you would have to do like this at some point in your life. So I don't really care what I look like now.
Activities of daily living.
Yeah, ADLs, activities of daily living. You want to see the office? I walked in here for my interview. I walked past this door like twice, and I opened the door, and there's 20 steps in there. And I thought, this can't be a chiropractic office. There are 20 steps. What are people going to do if they are in pain? Lo and behold, the office was right up there. That was it right there. So the high steps, and then there were 2 treatment rooms in there, and I worked for a woman that I learned a lot from. It was great. And then after the first year there, we moved everything down from that office all the way down here. Can I show you this one? This is like the first date. This used to kill me because the only place that I could park was in there. And typically parking was full. I'd come for my afternoon shift, and then all of a sudden, like, all the parking spots were full. I used to have to go down there, and I used to have to pay. That was my treatment room.
No way, they put a wall up.
Cole was like 1. He used to play right there on like the Saturdays I used to have to work. And that's it. It was a part of my career. All part of the story.
Yeah.
All of these offices were super influential in the way I practice now and the way that Newman Chiropractic is set up. The first office I worked at, my adjusting skills weren't nearly, I wasn't nearly as comfortable with my adjusting skills as I am now. Probably the most impactful thing was, I wasn't that, I was comfortable treating kids, but I wasn't that comfortable treating kids or pregnant women. Like, I was still hesitant, but because, well, put it this way, when I was in chiropractic school, when they were teaching us all the intricacies of treating pregnant women and infants, like I did my work, and I participated, but I wasn't the first one to jump up because I thought I was going to be treating student athletes. I saw the baby and the pregnancies, and I was like, hey, you know what, I'm not going to treat much of them. I don't need to spend as much time with that. I'll treat with the sports injuries and stuff. So when I ended up getting hired by this woman, and like every single day I'd see probably 10 pregnant women, and I'd treat all of their children too. Very quickly did I develop like a bedside manner and a understanding what it takes to put those people at ease when you're treating them. Especially women when they're pregnant, if they're first-time moms, they come in and they're very nervous. Wouldn't you say, Maureen? They kind of promote this like worrying mentality with women.
Yeah. Like any misstep can.
Yeah, any misstep can mess the baby up, right? So.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, oh, you can mess this up or you can mess that up. So I learned a lot of good techniques and ways to talk to the patients and their children to put them at ease and treat them properly. Which is why when I opened up Newman Chiropractic, I made sure that my table, not all tables have a like a thoracic drop area, so like the table actually has a piece that drops down to give space for the belly, so they can lay face down and we can work on them. There's where my old practice moved to. So already we've driven by 3 chiropractic offices. There was a 4th one right by us too where we didn't see. We're at 4 chiropractic offices right now, right? And every single one of us practices with an entirely different philosophy. Like if you set us all up in 4 separate rooms next to each other and you went into each of the rooms, we would probably all tell you and give you a little different guidance as to what you could do to help your condition, which is crazy, right? Yeah, yep, definitely. It's always useful to shop around. Like, so with my patients that are moving away, I always tell them to send me, like if they came and saw me and they had good results with me, I tell them that when they move away, send me or Emily an email of their location and then the 5 closest chiropractors to them. So they'll send me 5 websites, and then during my break I'll hop on all the websites, and you can tell just by looking at the websites what type of chiropractic approach they take, and I can help guide them that way. I've been part of chiropractic organizations like down in the south, and there's definitely, Maureen's been with me, there's definitely a surprising trust that some regions give to their provider. And New England is certainly not a location that does that. There's a lot of skepticism in patients around here. Wouldn't you say?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not stressful at all to adjust someone?
No. No. Adjusting someone, at first it may be because you do have that thought in your head that something may go wrong, but you know that the chances of something going wrong are actually so low that it's like, I mean, when you watch a movie and they crack someone's neck,
I was just going to say that.
like, that's impossible. That's not even possible to be done. That's impossible. There's
You
no
are
way.
not-
It can't happen. And I
Oh,
decided
so
to
you're
do that.
saying when in the action movie they take
Yeah.
someone... That's impossible.
Impossible.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
What?
See?
They're
What if
just
I wanted
lying to us our whole
Yeah.
life.
And I
From
love it. They
behind.
just go
and-
wham like that and they go that. You
Uh.
want to sneak in here?
Yeah.
As far as I know, I mean, there may be some like huge, like marine that says otherwise, but as far as I know, it's impossible. The first office that I would consider my own, and we had our front desk right here. We had 2 treatment rooms, 1 therapy room and a treatment room. I was at this for 3 years, and then I've been at Newman for 5. So maybe we're looking at 8 years now. So 2009, I started Active Life in Newburyport. 2009 and 10 were Active Life. 11, 12, 13, and then 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I think I'm about 5 or 6 years at Newman Chiropractic. Or whatever it comes out to. I started practicing at 2009, now we're in 2019, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Free marketing for
Free
daily
man.
services.
Yep, we will. Don't you worry. So this right here is Newman Chiropractic, and if anyone's interested, my last name is Newman. Maureen's last name is Gilman, so we call the boys the Man-Mans, and this is Man-Man Services right here. So they do dog walking, they do water, they do flower watering, they'll do dog poop pickups, all those
Shoveling
things.
in the
Yeah, any sort of
winter.
services. Yeah, shoveling in the winter.
Whatever you need.
Yep,
we're on it.
they've got t-shirts now too. I'm developing a website for them. Yeah, LLC. This office is the best one of them all.